So, hello there, everyone. Now, today I want to talk about English. Me with English is kind of a little hard. I'll be for real. So it's a little dark. I have my lamp on. I don't have anything else right now. I'd have that on. Give me a break, okay? And I will point out something. My background is real. Here, I'm left-handed, so now look for that Pikachu, right? Yes. I'm gonna move around. I suck. Anyways, where that was. I don't know. So today I'll talk about. I kind of get this whole thing of if you have an actual job and your hobbies or whatever you do after. Like, let's say for example, before you ever got a job and you had something, let's say like a YouTube channel. That'd be a lot of us, right? Where we have a channel, but we never post, or sometimes we post, we don't do it that often, right? What I mean is, in simple terms of it, since I have my first job right now, I really can't post that much when it comes to content. I have some videos in my phone, but yet again, I'm working, so I have no time now. So I don't post anything on the weekends. So yeah. Um. Yet again, this is come from a first timer. I kind of get it. I kind of do. Wait, let me have a big light on real quick. Okay, I'm back. And like as I was saying, I'm gonna work on my thing too. As I'm saying, I kind of get what people are saying now when they have a job and their hobbies or what they like to do, they got put to the side. Especially for me, since I work in night shift, I work day to night, and that's where it kind of digs into my, I guess, somewhat to my schedule. From what I know so far, it's kind of confusing because I don't know my entire what's it called schedule because for work wise I don't know. I'm not told a thing. I gotta look at the schedule for me because from when I'm off Monday and Tuesday and today also, so I didn't work today. So today's Sunday for me. I mean next it'd be next Saturday and Sunday I'd be working. So I get 5 days, 6 days in. 5 days in, yeah, it'd be 5 days in I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you where I work because I don't want to get fired immediately. Also, I have some reason for that. Also, this video is trying to point out that, yeah, I kind of get it now. It sucks that your favorite hobby got put to the side because of your job. And let's say your hobby is building Lego or i.e. doing whatever you like in some terms of it. But I truly get that and I understand that now. You'd think I wouldn't, but I actually do. Not trying to be like, he's being mean about it. He doesn't understand it. I actually do because I really have any time to do things. And like, as soon as I get home, I am in the bath and then I'm in bed. Then repeat the same. Then repeat the same thing. Get up, go to work, go to the kitchen, get something to eat down there, come up here, shower, bath, whatever, bed, repeat. Until my days are off. Yeah, even for me, I don't know when my entire thing is going all haywire. And when it comes to that, I really and I heard Poncho made a video a while back. I think it was And from he talked about, he said he had 4 jobs, but correct me if I'm wrong about that part. He said he had 4 jobs, went to school still, and did YouTube. If I'm correct about that, please tell me in the comments. But I don't know if that's correct. Yet again, I have only one job, and yet again, it's really not that bad, and it's like, I mean, and not that stressful. It's a little hectic, you know what I mean. But yet again, that's fine. I mean, when we kind of slow down, it really gets boring. Yeah. Anyways, and I kind of go up here saying that as soon as you get home, you would have some kind of like thing, like you say, and a lot of content could be like behind in particular, like a lot of times when it comes to it. Honestly, I really can't say that. Oh, I understand the consequences of my own actions. I.e., I know I'm doing, but I had to do something else because I have to. And there are no excuses or no lies or whatever. How could you lie about that? You could, but it would just make you seem more of a scumbag to people that is your audience. And also, I need an income. I won't lie to y'all. I need some money to flow in because of how can I say this? Personal stuff's coming up, like rent's coming up due, phone bill's coming. No, and I think it's internet or something. We need some money to flow on right now, and YouTube is not really like not doing much. I'm just posting whatever. I could do that back in the day. I could post whatever and go to school, come home, work on any video, all this stuff, and that's really it. But for me right now, I actually have to, actually get a real job. Yeah, I'm that age. Taxes gonna come up too. Yeah. But yeah, again, a lot of this stuff is more like I understand what people are coming from and their favorite hobbies. I mean, for me, it's sometimes it's building Legos. So, yeah. Um, I wouldn't have time for it because I wouldn't have time to build anything right now. Say, for example, if I bought a new set, an example of if I bought the new train for Harry Potter, if I bought that, I would have no time for it because guess what? I'll be working and have my days off, and even on my days off, I would want to go outside because I don't want to be stuck at home, and that'd be boring. Bloody hell! And honestly, even for today was my day off. Well, for the next 2 days it is. That's more or less bad for me. Yet again, I want to be outside the house when it comes to that stuff because I know if I stay inside, I'll get bored easily. And look, it makes sense you get bored easily. Everyone gets bored. Men, women, children. And yet again, some people would stay at home if they have a day off. For me, I want to do something instead of staying home. Instead of being in my room, sitting there in my bed, or I sitting in my chair, watching YouTube on my computer, recording something, shooting stuff, i.e. stuff like that, or building or whatever. I wouldn't have time for it because guess what? I'm on time crunch, so I gotta count my hours when it comes to that stuff. So in reality, it's more like I don't have any time for a lot of stuff that I would want to do. I.e., like bigger videos, see like the big project that I did for like the community for the Fnatic community. When I did that one, I had more time and I could take like an hour or two during any time of the day. Say if I had like 3 days, I could take 1 hour out of that day, and the next day I could do an hour after that one, and then There's that one I could do an hour working on it, or getting more information, or getting images or stuff like that, right? That's what I mean. I couldn't do it nowadays because guess what? I have to work. So if I were to do that, I would be have to do it before work. So that means I'll have to get up. I don't know. That's my. I wake up normally like at 11. Yeah, I normally wake up at 11, and when I do that, I have time to like I would have time to actually work on some, I guess, food ideas, i.e., like bigger ideas that you think you work on, or smaller videos where you can sit there and record in front of you and not really like getting around. And you would think that if I was gonna review something, say like a new Lego set, or new FNAF action figures or anything like that, I wouldn't have time to be sitting um on my table in front of me, on the side table, which is my here. Let me show you what I have. The side table where, in case like I wanna like um it's more of a work area. So like you put your keyboard and whatnot or whatever, stuff like that. I mean, I would have time to put the sets on there. You can't see them that well. Um, I would have time. I would have time to play games for videos, stuff like that. It's the only reason why that I would have any time to do stuff like that, or do voice recordings and be like, okay, I'm going to use this for this video and stuff like that. It's more like if I would do that, I would have to do that. Um, like in the morning, like I said, or a little bit after I get off. I get off work, but I had to wait for my driver to get here and to pick me up from work and to actually get home, which makes sense because times like that, I would be like cleaning. I would be cleaning up what I have to, and listen to the person ahead of me in the bed. Oh, hey, scrub this machine, scrub that machine, or like uh, clean this, clean that. I get text saying, "Hey, I'll get up in like 15 minutes," stuff like that. And that's how it works. So when I get home, I don't have time to actually record something or have a reason to actually talk about something because new stuff is coming out. Say like FNAF new stuff like new plushies, new action figures, new pops, new hand puppets. That's the thing. I'm not joking. Hand puppets. I'm not gonna do this as an own video because that's like a small thing you're talking about. And there's a lot of stuff you could actually talk about it without actually knowing of if you would have actually have those moments of how can you say calmness to actually finish your sentence before actually doing something, which makes sense for a lot of that because that wouldn't make any sense for a lot of people because some jobs are morning to afternoon. I'm more of a second shift, which means I'll be afternoon to night. But then also there'd be morning shift, would be morning to afternoon. And yet again, I have one day for that one. Be at 12. I need to get up and at 8. Yeah, that's one of my days, but I don't know which one. So see what I mean of how I need to actually balance out this whole thing of YouTube, my personal life, and work. It's more like stuff like that you gotta actually think about instead of thinking, oh, if I work today, or let's say if you, I have a board in front of me, but I'm not gonna put it down. Oh, I only have an idea. Let me grab this. So let's see, for example, that picture footage will work. Okay. Now let's say you gotta focus on work, and that little squid thing right there. Let's say that's my personal life, and the channel would be the entire shelf. So let's say, for example, you'd be like, okay, I need to work on the work part. You would hit it. With a personal life, you would miss it. But with the whole, well, technically, if you flip the YouTube and personal life, you would be hitting the personal life. You'd be hitting the personal life very well. And as a point to note, if you try to do the YouTube stuff or your hobby, let's say that the squid thing is your hobby slash interest in, and you do before work, you would be missing or hitting it. Now, don't take it as me being negative and say, oh yeah, I won't do YouTube. I will keep doing YouTube, but I have stuff, but the only thing is, some of the stuff is like either like outdated or whatever. And you see what I'm meaning, right? A lot of the stuff that you're going to hit and miss, you're gonna hit it for sure. But the only thing is, that's where you get a little bogged down from other things you gotta do. And honestly, that's how it works. You gotta understand that when it comes to it, I wouldn't have time to. And you'd be like, well, that's how it works. And you're right. If you understand that, say if you see that with TikTok saying that if you have a work, like if you work at, I don't know, a restaurant or whatever, a grocery store, stuff like that, you wouldn't have any like breaks. I mean, you would have breaks for sure, but I get a free lunch. So, which one better? You get a free lunch, or you get or from when you get a break. With a free lunch, you could take home. Yeah, that's not good at actually. But even with the break, you do need one. But who cares for that? But that's what I mean. It's more like how do you balance something out, like stuff like that. Since YouTube is also doing the thing with the reels or shorts, right? I'm kind of use Instagram about that part, but with a reel or shorts, they want to what's it called, monetize it. So that means you will be gaining blank money per 1,000 views, which makes sense. But yet again, that's more sort of content. And for the people who've been working their asses off on YouTube for 1 or 2 years, or hell, I mean 5 years, if they worked it every day, posted every day, did weird stuff, even means going outside their comfort zone, that makes sense. And they could just post shorts and gain money. It seems ridiculous and redundant. I'm gonna be real with you. That seems out of place, because at that point you're gonna have a lot of people doing a lot of shorts in particular, and they're getting, I don't know, some amount of money if they have the thing for a month for monetization. That means like 5,000 subs, 1,000 hours of watching, and I think like 10 million watch time, I think, for the shorts. If I'm correct about that, I don't know. But yet again, if you had that, you would get monetized for your videos and those shorts, which makes sense. But at that point, since as a platform, it's not really the best, if you think about it, because a new rule that it did add, or several new rules, one of them was like, you can't swear for like 8 seconds or something. It was like 30 seconds before, or 8 seconds, I don't know. Stuff like that kind of shows that even if you did older videos, say like if you had a video from 5 or 6 years ago, and you like swear one bit and within like 8 seconds, you won't get monetized for your newer videos. That's how bad it is. I'm gonna be real with you. But that's more understandable when it comes to how far does it go if you want to balance that out. Because technically you couldn't. You would be getting money from your actual job and YouTube. But yet again, one thing you gotta actually remember is your personal life slash your mental health because a lot of the stuff would be like draining. I'm not saying that in a negative light of, oh, people who are don't speak that much will be anxious. No, I mean that for a lot of reasons. Because in particular, of like a lot of us just want to get things done, and that's it. For the people who don't speak that often, for a lot of subjects in particular, they don't want to speak. Don't take them as like, oh, they're just a rude person. No, they just don't like, talking to people. But since I have to work with the place, I have to work with other people. They're like, oh, hey, can you hand me this item? We need 5 of this item. Can you put that in there? Can you grab this? Can you grab that? I would have to be more out of my realm. Say like I don't talk that much in my own personal life. I mean, I gotta. That means you gotta actually know what you're doing, which is speaking publicly to other people, i.e., your coworkers, and be like, "Oh yeah, here's this, here's that. Here, can you give me this item? Can you put this over here? This need to be this way." And that's what I mean. You will need to know because with YouTube, you're talking to a camera. I mean, it depends if you're talking to a phone or a camera. Like, I have one over that way, and I also have a little like GoPro thing. I gotta use it one day for real to show you that I do actually have that. But the thing is, for right now, I really couldn't. I mean, I could when I go out next time. I mean, I could. But one thing, I don't know when that entire thing would be going off pretty easily because there's no way it could go that easily, which makes sense for a lot of people because yeah, they will need to be going outside their realm and talking to a lot of these other people shows that you need to be talkative. It's that how it works. You can't be silent. You can't be sitting on the side and wait for someone to give you an order and you not say a word. And I get that part. I really do. I don't like speaking to others. But right now I have to, and I already like my job. Because Andrew came in to talk to us and says, hey, you two are doing good. That's how it works. Just because you would have a lot more things and you gotta do actual work because you have to. I'm gonna cut this one pretty fast because it's like 23 minutes in. Also, I want to make a shorter video like this one.